Okay. Hi everyone.
Hi.
My name is Christina, and I will be going over what proper clothing to wear on different types of weathered days when we're sailing. So if we could go around and say our name and our favorite flavor of ice cream. So should we start over here?
Hi, I'm Bartholomew, and my favorite flavor of ice cream is vanilla.
Okay, and you?
Hello, my name's Dan the Man, and I like cookies and cream.
Okay.
And I'm Susie the mom, and I like chocolate.
Okay, excellent. So now that we've all gotten to know each other, let's have a discussion about how we are affected by different types of weather when we're sailing. Does anyone have an idea? You can put your hand up. Yeah.
You get cold.
Okay, good. Yes.
We get tired if it's too hot, maybe.
Yep, that's good. And how are we affected by wind? Yes.
We go fast.
Yeah, awesome. Okay. So what types of clothing would we want to wear on a very hot and sunny day?
Long sleeves.
Long sleeves to protect your skin. So here, I'll give you this shirt. Okay, each of you give something else for a hot day. What you should wear? Yes.
A hat to protect your eyes.
A hat,
from the
perfect. I'll
hot
give
sun.
you a visor,
Thank
which
you.
is just as good to protect the face. And
Sunscreen.
sunscreen, awesome. So here is a spray sunscreen for you, and we also have a cream sunscreen. So, does everyone know why sunscreen is important for your skin? Yeah,
Protects you from the UV rays that are very harmful.
perfect. Okay, awesome. So let's move on to rainy days. What kind of things should we be wearing when we're sailing on a rainy day? Yeah.
Umbrella.
No.
No, umbrellas, maybe you could bring them on a bigger boat, but for the types of boats that we're sailing, might not be very safe. What do you think about a splash top?
Splash top.
Okay, here you go. There's a
Thanks.
splash top.
Splash pants.
Splash pants, awesome. So I'll give you
Whoa.
these splash pants, they're very large. Good luck. And what do you think?
Well, I think
for
I
our
still
feet?
like my visor to keep the rain out of my eyes.
Okay, awesome.
But maybe boots too.
Yeah, boots for your feet. I'll give you these extremely large booties.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Do you wear the boots all the time though, or just on rainy days?
You can wear them all the time, and it's good to wear them because they have closed toes. Does anyone know why it's important to have closed-toed shoes when we're sailing? Yeah.
So you don't stub your toes.
Awesome. Okay, so it's super important for us to always have closed-toed shoes in the boats and on the dock so we don't stub our toes on anything. That's very important. So let's move on to a very windy and cold day. What do you think we would want on a windy and cold day? Maybe a pair of gloves?
Yes.
Okay, there you go. Get some gloves. Would you wear a toque on a cold day?
Yeah, toque.
Okay, here's a toque for you. And maybe a wetsuit? Do you think a wetsuit's a good idea for when
Yes.
it's cold?
Sure.
Okay, awesome. Here's a...
I'd like a wetsuit.
Okay, well...
Oh, he
here,
needs a wetsuit.
you guys can switch. You can take the boots because those are very large and this is a small wetsuit, so that is perfect.
Thank you.
Okay, awesome. So we have one more thing. What type of weather should we be wearing our life jackets?
All weather. We have to wear them all the time.
Yeah, you should always wear a life jacket when we're sailing and on the docks to be as safe as possible.
Right.
So, I will give you each a life jacket to wear. And do you guys know of anything that's important to have on a life jacket? Yes?
A whistle.
A whistle,
You know all the
good.
answers.
A whistle.
Okay, here.
I have a
That one's
question.
pretty old. Yes.
Can you just pick like a color that you like, or is there a certain way you figure out the size of life jacket that you wear?
So, there we go. It's very important to have the right size of life jacket that fits you properly so that you can stay afloat if ever you're in the water when you don't want to be. There's an old life jacket. So yeah, it's very important to have the right size of life jacket, and it's also a good idea to have a bright colored life jacket so that if you're in the water and the weather's really bad, that you're able to be seen from a far distance away.
Great.
Awesome. So now we're gonna play a game. Are you guys ready for a
Yes.
game? Okay, awesome. So I'll get you guys to put on your life jackets and your clothing,
Okay.
and we're gonna play a game. So you don't need to put on the wetsuit if you don't want to. It's gonna be a little small. All right. So I'm gonna give you each a pair of sunglasses to wear. So there you go.
Thank you.
There you go. And there we go.
Mercy.
So you guys are now ready.
Going over the rail.
You're now ready for any type of weather. So we're gonna go around the room. So as you can see, we have little posters. So this one is cold and rainy, hot and windy, and over there we have cold and sunny.
Right.
So you're each gonna stand at a station and only wear the clothing of that weather. Okay? So Susie, you're gonna be standing at the cold and sunny.
Right.
Dad, you're gonna be at the hot and windy, and Dan, you're at the cold and rainy. So take off or put on any extra gear, anything we have here that you will need for your station. Ready, go. Okay, awesome. So we're gonna go around the room and we're going to explain why you chose the clothing that you did. So let's start on this side with hot and windy. What are you wearing?
Well, I'm wearing a life jacket here, and I put the life jacket on the underlayer, and I put a splash top over the top so that when we go around the weather mark and go downwind and it gets hotter, I can strip off
Okay, good.
and not lose the life jacket.
Okay, and you're wearing a hat and sunglasses.
And I'm wearing a hat and sunglasses.
Awesome, fun. Okay, so over here we have cold and rainy. What are you wearing?
I'm wearing a full set of splash guards for the nice and rainy day. To
And your sunglasses for
to
the
stay
rainy?
dry. The sunglasses, I just prefer them for the water.
Okay,
Water in my eyes.
okay, excellent. So we're gonna turn the camera.
Oh, I can
Right.
just go to the camera.
Oh, okay.
I'll just go to the camera.
Okay.
How's this?
So you are cold and sunny.
I'm
What
cold
are
and
you
sunny.
wearing?
Well, because it's cold, I've got the gloves on to keep my hands warm. Because it's sunny, I need my water bottle because I'm getting dehydrated. I've got my sunglasses on to protect my eyes. I got my hat on to protect my eyes and maybe some splash. I've got my life jacket on and my
What?
wetsuit, my wetsuit. And if I did have the right size, I'd have little booties that sort of like this, but in my size. Is that right? Did I pass?
Awesome! Good job, guys. Okay, I'll get you all to take a seat now. You can. Okay. Would you prefer to take off your clothing first?
Let's cut.
Yes.
All right. So, as we know, weather can be a good thing and a bad thing. So we're gonna go over different threats that you can be exposed to if you are in certain types of weather. So, does anyone know of any health threats that you can be exposed to that are weather related? Yes.
You get really cold.
Really cold. Do you know what that's called when you get too cold?
Hypothermia.
Hypothermia. Awesome. I'm just gonna write hypothermia. So, does anyone know what hypothermia might look like?
That was your homework.
You get hypothermia when your core temperature gets down below critical temperature.
Okay, so you can have cold extremities, so cold hands and feet.
Hmm?
Do you think you'd be shivering?
Yes.
What else? This can be anyone.
You have decreased mental capabilities?
Yeah, you can be slurring your words.
Maybe your lips turn blue.
Blue lips. That's a good one. Awesome. So that's what happens when we get really cold out on the water. So what can happen to us if we get too hot?
Heat exhaustion.
Heat exhaustion. Oh, I need to get a little lower here. Heat exhaustion. Sorry for the poor writing. So, what are some symptoms of heat exhaustion? Maybe sweating?
Sweating.
Feeling faint? Maybe feeling faint?
Yeah, feeling faint. Do you think you would feel nauseous?
Oh, or like a headache.
No, nausea / headache. Good.
Dizzy?
Dizzy. Same as nausea, but it's okay.
You might
Awesome.
want to drink some water.
True. Okay, so before we get into that, we're going to talk about what are some ways we can do to avoid these bad threats. So how can we avoid hypothermia? Dressing properly, maybe? Okay, we don't need to write down, there's no room.
We can talk
We
about
can
it.
just talk about it. So to avoid hypothermia, you should dress warmly.
Yeah.
Always make sure you're eating enough food. What else?
Stay dry.
Stay dry. Good. That's why we have our splash gear and our wetsuits and dry suits, things like that. Awesome.
And maybe go in when you know that you're too cold.
Right. Awesome job. And then you can warm up with some warm drinks after. Hot chocolate and things. Okay, so how can we avoid being exhausted by the sun? Dan, you had a good point earlier.
Oh, by drinking water.
Drinking water, good. Always being hydrated and not getting too tired that way. Anything else?
Avoid direct sunlight.
True, so it's a very good idea to go into the shade. Just draw a little tree so we can all remember this good point. Okay, that's tree. Awesome. And anything else when we get too hot?
Where do I find shade on the water?
Yeah.
Trees aren't normally on the water.
That's a good point. So if you feel like you have any of these serious symptoms of heat exhaustion, you should definitely talk to your instructor and they will bring you into shore to get you some shade, some water, and just have you take a little rest.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
So, just so you guys know, if you're ever feeling the symptoms of hypothermia or heat exhaustion, it's really important to tell someone so that you can get the right treatment and so that your symptoms don't get worse. Awesome. So now that we have gone over proper clothing to wear in different weather circumstances, and we've gone over the threats of certain weather circumstances, I think it's time for us to choose the proper weather for today, the proper clothing for today's weather, and we can go sailing.
Yay!
Yeah.
Okay.
There's no wind.
Yes, there is.
Oh, how much wind is there today?
Well, have you checked the forecast? Well, if we look outside, it looks like it's a sunny and cool day.
Nice.
So we should be wearing our hats and sunglasses, but maybe also a rash guard and splash top,
Sunscreen.
and sunscreen, just to
And boots, close.
yeah.
And bring our water.
Yeah. So we have to stay safe in all weather circumstances. That's all. We can go
Yay,
sailing.
let's go
now.
sailing.
Let's go sailing.
Yay.
Woohoo! Boating!
Okay,